Welcome back to Branding, a video series where we brainstorm and create a visual identity from scratch. In this video, we're going to continue working on our brand manual, and this is what we're going to create. Over the course of the last two episodes, we have created these two slides, the colors of Prio and the logo geometry, and we also created these little templates, these components that are being used repeatedly. So that is going to speed up our workflow right now. With that in mind, let me just actually duplicate one of those slides and let me call this slide brand philosophy. And this brand philosophy slide is basically going to contain just a few sentences about the brand, how it should be approached creatively. And we're going to create these little objects around our logo to then present a few key themes, few key directions for the brand. Essentially, these phrases that are going to be used as potential inspiration. Okay, I'm actually reconsidering whether to include this slide over here, the creative direction, because I already noted down that these are kind of similar, but I think only one is going to be necessary actually for now. Let's see. I'm going to actually remove these objects from the right side, and then I'm going to grab one of those tiles from the color variation slide. I'm going to copy, and then I'm going to paste that in. Okay, I'm going to also move it over here to the right side and make sure the alignment is correct and everything. And then let me just extend this all the way out to the sides, top, the right side and the bottom side. Then I'm gonna grab this logo, press K on my keyboard and do probably 3x, right, to enlarge the logo. Maybe a bit less, maybe we're gonna go for 2x. Let's see. Yeah, let's go for 2x actually. And headline is gonna say something like brand philosophy and creative direction, maybe. Now, let me take a few moments to actually think about what should go here in this paragraph, and I'm going to write down these sentences. All right, so here's what I came up with. The Prio brand is all about simplicity, speed, precision, collaboration, and a great user experience. Those are the key pillars of the Prio app, and they should carry over to our brand voice and creative direction. Keep those phrases in mind when creating design assets and use your creative talents to communicate them using high-quality design. Avoid being perceived as intimidating and keep in mind that Prio's aim is to display strong competence yet stay approachable. So as you can see, again, this all sounds very fancy, but the key thing here is that there are certain emotions and certain perceptions that are being triggered by certain colors, shapes, and so on. And we want to keep that in mind. So we're almost creating like a personality for our brand. We're basically treating our brand as a person in this instance and then presenting how that person should behave. So with those few sentences, I think that's perfectly enough. I'm going to create these little bubbles on the right side. So I'm going to grab my text tool and do simplicity. Let me write out simplicity. Okay. Simplicity. Let's do benzene again, because that's our font. I think I'm going to go for regular. Let me change the vertical trim to cap height to baseline, then do Shift A and just add a few points on each side to create this kind of a chip layout, okay? I'm going to probably increase the size of this font to be 24 and the padding, yeah, I think this looks good for now. I'm going to place it over here. Before I do that though, let me actually disable the auto layout on this frame, move that inside, and then let me change that color to one of the colors that we use. I think this dark blue is going to be, it's going to be okay. Yeah, 32, let's go for 32 and let's make it a bit larger, something like this. Okay, this makes sense. So let's duplicate this one. Simplicity, speed, precision, collaboration, All right, and after going back and forth for way too long, I just decided to leave it like this. And this made me realize actually that we probably should add an area of like protection, like a protected area around the logo. So I'm just quickly gonna just add this. Let's get back to the other pages, okay? I'm just gonna make this logo the same size here as it is here, which is 600 pixels in terms of width. And yeah, I think we can keep this as it is. Maybe why don't we add a white background, fully white background? I don't know. Why don't we add the light blue one, the off-white like this? No, let's just keep it like this, to be honest, okay? So as you can see, a lot of back and forth. That's just the way it is. All right, and with the brand philosophy slide now finished, I'm gonna actually duplicate it and create the typography and fonts slide, okay? So let's go for typography and fonts. Let me enter, and I'm gonna remove this frame over here and leave it completely empty. So typography and fonts. I'm just gonna borrow this text over here, make it larger and copy it over here, okay? Let's do the classic A. Let's turn off the all caps. Let's do the classic AA. Duplicate it and do benzene medium. This one's gonna be like 40. This one could be even larger. Let's do 120, 140 maybe, and then duplicate it again, make it even smaller. And let's type in, we use benzene. Figma is very smart. We use benzene medium for headlines, important text, headlines and other important text objects. Let me add some lorem ipsum. My intention here is to basically use benzene medium mostly just for marketing. I don't think we're going to use this on the website because we're going to be using probably mainly just Inter. It's a Google font, and in practice, if this were an actual brand, it wouldn't require any custom like font files set up, which benzene medium is going to require. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. All right, so that's benzene medium. Then we also have benzene. We use that here, right? Benzene regular. Let's do all of this. Do benzene regular. Perfect. And then let's change this to Inter. This is going to be very quick. Inter in parentheses all weights. Okay, so let's do bold on this one, zero spacing here as well. All right, and I'm going to type in here that we use Inter for body text, labels and descriptions, exactly, web and UI. And let's also add some lorem ipsum. Figma is pretty smart with these AIs too. I'm gonna be really honest. It's kind of scary, but that's just AI. Okay, so intermedium. Yeah, I'm gonna probably note down that we use intermedium for body text. Okay, body text. So let's make all of these, yeah, 387. Yeah, let's just keep that to 387. All right, let's just clean up a little bit. Let's do 112 from all the sides, from top and left, and from itself as well. 112. Okay, let's change this paragraph to say, let's just keep it simple actually. With that, we're basically almost done because the remaining slides are the closing slides. I'm gonna probably drop this slide because anything that we might add in the future, we actually might add to this slide, to the text over here. I think this is plenty. I am going to therefore duplicate this slide and do opening slide. And I am going to remove everything from the slide, first of all. And then I'm probably gonna probably copy this frame over here because I just got an idea. I think we could, first of all, grab this one, grab this brand from this color combination from over here and drag it all across the screen. And then at the bottom right here, I think we could do what I think is going to be a very cool thing. And for that, I need to actually add a variant of the logo default, to add a variant. And I'm going to name this, of course, variant. And this one's going to be full, and this one's going to be just symbol. And from the symbol one, I'm going to remove the text. And I'm going to, of course, keep just the symbol. I'm going to keep just the symbol, shrink that down to the size of this, basically. I think I'm going to go for precisely the height. So let me make sure all of these are left and top. And then let me do 26.61 on the symbol. That's 26.61. Okay, we want to make it exactly the height. Now let me align this to the top. And therefore, the height of this frame is going to be 30.73. Okay, so it's going to be 30.73. It doesn't matter that these are decimals. We might clean that up later, but for now, I think this is plenty. So what I'm going to do now is, hopefully this is going to be possible at scale. I am going to select this frame, press enter again, and then tab, and then enter. And then I'm going to change the variant because I basically now selected the logo component. I'm going to change that from full to symbol. And you can see that this was very quick. We changed all the logo versions to just the symbol. That's great. That's pretty convenient. And what I'm going to do next is just basically grab these and I'm going to sort them by lightness. So I'm going to grab these over here, right? Ungroup this and ungroup this, and then take this one. Okay, so we're basically going from the darkest to the lightest. And I'm going to select all of these, Shift A, 0 on the spacing, enter, and do fill container, and then also fill container. Okay, so right now, basically we have this layout. This is what I intended to do. And I'm going to place this stripe full of these logos to the bottom over here. And I'm going to make sure it matches the height. So when I drag this out across the full 1920 width, then the width of each of those objects is going to be 274.29. So I'm just going to go for 274 on the height so that these are squares. And I think this is actually, this looks actually pretty cool. I do like this. Okay, I'm probably gonna make this logo bigger. Let's do 300 maybe. Let's actually grab a headline and let's say Prio brand style guide. Let's go for style guide actually. And I'm gonna drop it into this auto layout and I'm gonna make this larger, probably like 64. Let's make it white. Benzene medium, yes, but I don't know about the all caps. Yes, let's keep all caps. And let me do 56. The color, that's going to be the same as the logo. It's not white, it's this off-white color that we defined. I'm going to increase the spacing and then duplicate this text object again. This one's going to be smaller. This one's going to be like 24. And let's do Mavi Design, January, bullet point, January, rate 2026. Maybe go even lower with the font size. Or let's just do Prio style guide like so. Yeah, I think this works. Yeah, this is okay. Opacity of this. Let's go for bold. Let's keep it at 200. Okay. All right. I like this. What do we think about making this sky blue? Nah, I think I'm gonna keep this. I think I'm gonna keep this style. Okay. So let me actually just duplicate this. And for the closing slide, I'm gonna remove this and stretch it out. And I'm gonna probably remove this headline and make the logo way bigger, like twice as big, maybe a bit more, 500. And on the spacing, let's reduce that to 56. Let's do some copyright. Let's do copyright 2026. Oops, sorry, wrong keyboard. 2026, Mavi Design or something. Or just Prio, I don't know, doesn't matter. Let's keep copyright 2026 Prio. And then let's add a bit of padding on the top so that optically the logo looks a bit more centered. Okay, and this one's going to be closing slide. And I think that for now, at least, we are done. We are done with the style guide. I think this is a very solid starting point. So we have the opening slide, then we have the brand philosophy, logo geometry, colors, typography and fonts, and the closing slide. Now, this might change in the future as the brand becomes more mature, but for now, this is a very good, let's consider this a starting point to build all the design with, essentially. And yeah, let's see where this takes us over the course of creating all the different stuff for Prio. And of course, if you need personalized help and would like to meet me on a one-to-one live call, you can now book one using the link in the description that is for coaching and consulting. So definitely go check that out if that's something you're interested in. Last tweak, I think I'm going to make this background over here fully white to make it, more clean. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. Stay tuned for the upcoming episodes and for all the exciting stuff that we're going to use this new style guide for. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one.